All right. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that it populated on my end. I do know that my good friend Blaze is still doing his show, and that's all well and good. All right, so let me get this content up. But yeah, it's a very nice day outside. Well, I mean, of course, it does help that the sun went down, so obviously it's nice, and that the time the sun is up, it's gone down, so I'm very happy about that. But with all that said, it's time! It's time for me to ask, are you ready for some football? And before I go any further, let me, Hey, what's up, Atticus and Brandon? Oh, hang on a second. Let me finish this up. Atticus, I'm not sure if you know. Not sure if you know. But before I go any further, I should mention that this is that season 16 is the last of the classic series, and that from 17 onward we'll be doing Who Wants to Be a GM. I just figured I'd let you know about it, but also hope all is well, man. And Azrael too. I know that our good friend Blaze is still doing his show, so I don't blame people if they are not here just because they're over there. But I just like baseball. I don't watch it, but you do have two favorite. Yes, of course. Well, Atticus, you got it. You got it in first, so let's do it. Let me just get my pop-out chat. But let me go over to this over here. Yes, you can have your game today. Or you will have a game today. Okay, if this thing works, there we go. On my end. The Dallas Cowboys and the Saints. Kind of funny because the Saints won a Super Bowl and, well, the Madden Super Bowl, and the Dallas Cowboys have won it twice. I've already had... Oh, you mean round one. You were in round one, though. This is round two. No, the first one was... Gross? What do you mean gross? Oh, you mean the two teams that Mr. Spike Ryan likes? I mean, Spike Ryan, if you're interested, I can put you on the team, or what is it? I could put a player review in. Anyway, so for Atticus, he's like, you heard me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Spike Ryan. And then also, like, if I'm going by Spike Ryan, the character, like, he would probably play positions like wide receiver, tight end, quarterback, maybe a running back, maybe, and on the defensive end, he probably would be a linebacker, a safety, a cornerback, or is he a big boy? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Wait. All right. I'm also putting down. Hi, love. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. That's Azrael who said that. Bro. I forgot to get my pop-out chat. What the hell am I doing? Oh, okay. All right, so Azrael wanted the Cowboys. Well, thankfully nobody else picked the Cowboys, so you're good. All right, so Azrael got the Cowboys. I got Azrael Black. TJ, you had one job. What do you mean I had one job? Yep. Yeah, what did I have one job for? Anyway. Carolina. Oh, okay. Well, who knows? Maybe you might become what is it? The guy instead of I forget the kid's name, but he's the quarterback there, and I feel bad for him because he was in a bad situation. But if they have Atticus Black as the GM, I think they definitely stand a chance. Because you don't have the actual owner, making the decisions that are like. I mean, he has been criticized, and and of course it's been turmoil ever since Cam Newton retired. Which, gosh, ever since he left, and ever since Riverboat Ron left, it's been absolute hell for the Panthers. See. Oh, okay. Let me get Atticus. Where's Atticus? Atticus. Okay, so running back. Oh, okay, running back. Oh, wide receiver. Wait, Turmoil? Yeah, it is Turmoil's fault. Okay, so linebacker, just in general. Oh yeah, I had you listed as a cornerback, but that's now it starts to work with the see. Look, Turmoil was also at fault for causing the chat to have a delay. Oh hey, Insane One, great to see you. I haven't seen you in a billion years. How you doing, man? Okay. Anyway, to answer Atticus, or let Atticus know that I was just putting down his name. Okay. All right, so it's going to be an Atticus. You're on the Green Bay Packers. Yes, you're on the Packers. And it's only fitting because it is Kelly's team, so it's like, yeah, that's where you ended up on. In fact, Patty's actually on the team too. And of course, you guys are going to be going up against who else? Their division rivals. And it just worked out that way. The Detroit Lions. Oh, what position? Quarterback. Quarterback, because this is like after Aaron Rodgers had left. So this was at around the time that Aaron Rodgers finally left, and now you're taking up the mantle of quarterback. So that's what I got for you. You've been doing good? Awesome. Well, hey, as long as you're staying... Everyone is turning on... Yeah! I mean, if you were to talk about Jerry Jones in the 90s, you're talking about an owner that did so well. Yeah, if you can kick a ball, you can kick ass. Or, I'm sorry, reverse that. If you can kick ass, you can kick a ball. Let's see. All right, I'll let a few other people know. Get down on it, dun dun dun. Get down on it. And yes, that is a song, by the way, for those for you younger folks out there. Okay, let me let Brandon know. Yeah, I'll let Brandon know. Well, Brandon Cuevas. I won't do this for everybody, but I'll reach out to them or let them know. Okay. And then, of course, one of them. Oh, and then for the Detroit Lions, well, I was going to get AJ, but he's actually out of town. So I'll have to get him another time or whatnot. But I'll set up I'll start the game, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. Okay, clear's fine. All right. Good luck to Atticus and the Packers, I should say. Not Panthers, Packers. And of course, my character's on the Lions, as is AJ, as is Jamar, and Jose Blanco. So I'll let everybody else know. But yeah, good luck, man. And the rosters are as they were in week 2 of the 2023 season. So the next time I boot this up again, it'll be after the Super Bowl. So there you go.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Oh, hey, there's Jose.
To you for one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Detroit
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. That is true. And then there's Brandon Cuevas, and of course Brandon is on the pack, the Packers, that is. 2 people to look out for. I wonder who that could be. Oh, Damo. Yeah, Damo. Definitely got to watch out for David Montgomery, or Damo as they call him. Well, they'll take the knee and they'll start at the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy.
I'm on Ross St. Brown. Yep. And of course, Atticus. A bit unusual, but he is wearing number 86 as quarterback. I know that's not a typical quarterback number, but then again, there's nothing typical about Atticus because he's very talented as a quarterback. We have seen him win a Super Bowl with the Panthers as their quarterback. Granted, that was back when they still had the remnants of the Super Bowl team, but that ship has sailed. But that's not going to stop Atticus. I know that. Oh, nice run there by Atticus, though. Yeah, but let's not forget, this is Detroit in week 2. At the time, they were unproven. Like, this isn't the Detroit that ended up going to the championship game yet because they hadn't made it yet. Anyway. And, well, Crushing Kelly, guess what? You're a man. Atticus Black is under the shotgun. In fact, you could say he's pulling out the strap. Gunslinger, a gun joke. Gunslinger. Oh yeah, Brandon. Well, excuse me, Spike Ryan.
Oftentimes are quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
In this football universe, like, what positions are we talking about?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Oh, my husband for the win. What?
Had a man open, but he missed it.
Yeah, I was pretty much shooting blanks. Oh, linebacker. Okay, so linebacker. And if for whatever reason linebacker's not available, any other positions that you can think of, that's all cool. Hey, primetime, how's it going, man?
Back deep, Khalif Raymond.
And already the Packers have to punt. And, well, they'll start at the 27. Not bad.
3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when
and of course for you just got off to work. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot to mention for the Packers, you have at quarterback Atticus Black, tight end Brandon Cuevas, defensive tackle Louis Levanquer, who you're about to see in a moment, and kicker/punter Patty Chase. Quarterback or wide receiver? Okay. Okay, cool. I got that on my notes though.
Throwing to start the drive. Blanco.
And Blanco's going to run. Oh, but he fumbled it. Oh, man. Well, story of your life, I hate to say.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Oh, not a problem prime time. Not a problem prime time. And Jose's like, damn it! Let's see. Oh, yeah, and for the Detroit Lions, you have Jose Blanco at quarterback. You have A.J. Cool Kid, who, again, as I mentioned before, he's at a festival, and he's playing at linebacker. I'm a tight end, and Jamar is also. Actually, you have 2 linebackers in Jamar and AJ.
Practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just
and now they have the field position. Now Atticus and the Pack have. Defense works. Oh! I may as well tell you the other defensive positions. So you have a defensive tackle and a defensive end. Those are defensive line positions. Then of course you have linebacker, which is its own position, and then you have the defensive backs, which consist of cornerback and safety. How do I feel about Jake Bates?
Get it to the 30 for a first.
Might need a little bit of help with this one, though. Defense, okay.
Looking to throw. Black.
Nice throw and nice completion. Oh, no, wait. He did not get it. For a moment, I thought he got it. But he didn't. Oh, the kicker for the Lions? Oh, okay. See, I probably didn't know who he was, though. No worries, Crushing Kelly. I was like, wait, Crushing Kelly? No, I get you. And of course, Reed dropped. Wait, yeah, he dropped the ball. And just like Azrael would tell me that I had one job, well, Reed had one job and he couldn't do it.
No hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From
okay.
The left hash, this from 53 yards out.
And no good. So defense is doing pretty well.
And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, it's you and Atticus, via quarterback battle. But that was not even close. Although, of course, they have to fix the damn collision detection because it's like, why did they go through the wall?
Second overall drive.
Yeah, defensive backs are game changer positions. That much can be said.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp,
that was
season,
yeah, exactly. What kind of kick was that? Again, this is probably when Jake Bates was like just starting out. Like none of us knew who he was before then. I certainly didn't know. Uh-oh. Whoa! Wow, what a throw, but didn't catch it.
And it'll bring up second down.
I'm like, Jose, how did you throw it that far?
Let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Any offensive positions there, Spike Ryan? Absolutely. You didn't fumble the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Patty is the kicker.
And not much there at all. Maybe
uh-oh. I think Patty's going to kick my butt.
That's a good start to this drive.
I'm very sorry about that, Patty. So you have quarterback, you have tight end, wide receiver, running back, and then you have, and those are just, and those are the, the positions that score touchdowns. But if you want somebody to, but if you want to protect your quarterback, then you would be a lineman. You would either be a center, a guard, or a tackle. So there you go. Oh, running back. Okay, cool.
And that would have been a first down. Instead, you
Let me see.
Contact.
Oh, sorry. Running back. All right, I got you on that one. All right, I got you.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one
Okay,
away.
so that's Fox, the punter.
7 yards on the return.
Oh, see, that's probably why I didn't know who Jake Bates was. And oh, that's right. This was before Jake Bates got on the team, so no wonder I didn't know who he was.
Still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on
Yeah, I did not know who he was before then, so thank you for... Yeah, that's probably why I never knew who Jake Bates was. I know who Taylor Decker is. I mean, he's been on the Lions the longest. You'll send me the video? Cool. All right, so...
They'll start the drive with a
well,
carry by
they
Jones.
try to run it.
And that one blown up quickly.
And who got the tackle, though? Of course, AJ. Yeah, that's why the Lions got him. I mean, after all, he is the Lion King. And Mr. Lion King himself, number 56, AJ Cool Kid, of course he would be the one to stop him. No, that's not a sack. That's a tackle for loss. That's 3 yards you lost. Well, not you, but
a 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, let's see if they change something else.
Black.
Nope. Another incompletion there. So far, defense is doing all the damage there. I have to think that whichever defense can come up with an offensive score might just win this. Hey, Clinton, what's up?
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from
pump fakes it, gets the, well, they get the completion, but they fall 1 yard short. Have to boo the Lions on principle.
They do get 12,
well, I guess you might have to start booing Jose, though. Wait, prime time. Let me see. Do I have prime time? Yeah, prime time. Yeah, I got you. I got you on that one. All right, cool. Thank you, prime time. Good tackle, though. All right, so Patty's back, and once again, she's going to kick some butt. Let's see, how far did she kick this? Well, I mean, she kicked it very far. It's just, it's just obviously when punting, it's a lot harder to kick a very far distance. So for the distance, it was good. Yeah. Oh, I should mention who's the GM of whom. You have Jose with the Jacksonville Jaguars. You have Brooklyn Joker with the Giants, the New York Football Giants. AJ's going with the Miami Dolphins. Leo's going with the Jets. Clinton's going with the Green Bay Packers. Sean Sanders is going with the Falcons, and Joshua's going with the Washington Commanders, and Asriel's going with the Cowboys, and Atticus is going with the Panthers. So I just wanted to let you guys know who's going to be the GM of whom. All right, so it's 2nd and 1 at the 44. They fake the handoff. Blanco, nice throw. And they get it to, of course, David Montgomery.
That was a pretty favorable situation.
Oh, for your... Oh, hey. By the way, like, do you and your son have other favorite teams outside of the Falcons?
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10. Blanco.
And another, and all right. Well, now Blanco's starting to, calm down, and of course they get it to, of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
This game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball
Good drink
and
though.
run after the catch. Good job there, though.
2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And
that is
well,
gonna be
incomplete.
As he let him a bit too much.
In basketball, the 76ers, and your son likes the Lakers. I mean, from what I remember, they've been in the they did face each other 3 times in the finals. They fought each other in, I want to say it was 1980, 1983, and 2001. Another completion. And who do they get it to? Jahmyr Gibbs.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
Oh, well, awesome. You know, there's so much you can do as part of a team. Oh yeah, there's Louis Lebanquer, number 98. I forgot to let his owner know. How stupid of me. Oh, all right. I'll have to watch the clip there, Brandon. But anyway, at the end of the first quarter, it is 0-0.
Here we go, set, red, 38.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
So scouting.
Looking to throw. Blanco. Now that'll be caught.
I mean, heck, I was. Hey. Wait. Oh, wait. You told him already? Oh.
Brought down at the 27. Call it a gain.
Wow, you beat me to it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. But
well, now the Lions have established a sustaining drive, but now can they get the job done? I mean, anybody can move down the field, but if you don't score, I mean, what more can be said? Oh, well, nice deflection, though. I didn't see who number 7 is, though.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull
let me catch up
like
on
this before.
See who stays, who goes, 3rd team in the league like that. Oh, Primetime says he likes Florida State, Alabama, Colorado. The Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, Miami of Florida, of course. Michigan and the Sooners. Oh, those are good. Yeah, I do look forward to the DAFL when that comes back, though.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Of course, Brandon. And who knows, maybe the Shield goes all the way to the finals. I should mention that the finals of the Four Kings tournament, as well as the mixed tag team tournament, the finals of that will take place at Summer Splash, which is our version of SummerSlam.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And another completion, but this time they get into the 13. They go out of bounds, and to who else? Amon-Ra St. Brown.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Clinton is Mr. Buckeye. He's Mr. Ohio State.
Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They hand it off. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome offensive lineman. I mean, that's just awesome blocking on the part of the offensive linemen and some of the wide receivers.
Now there's room to roam.
I mean, what can I say? One thing that makes me blush is, as a football fan, is people that can block. I mean, I did play center in flag football a couple of times, so it always feels great.
They need about the length of the football.
Okay, so Clinton and Asriel feel the same way. Oh yeah, Clinton, tell him about it. Well, Green Bay making certain that, hey, you're not going to score a touchdown on us, baby.
Defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
Yeah, exactly what Brandon said. Yeah, but I think it's best that Clinton goes into detail about it. He'll tell you more. All right, nice stop there by. Well, I believe that was Smith, and I didn't see who the other guy was. Well, unfortunately, like by the time I was born, it was already gone. So. I really can't say much about it. Wow! Nice stop! Smith stopped Montgomery. And now Detroit's going to have to make a tough decision. Do you still run it, or do you go for a pass?
That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Ooh, that's cool. But then what are the Cowboys going to be called? In Ireland, the Shillelaghs or something? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of names that go with, Ireland.
Back to throw, Blanco.
And well, Blanco had to throw it away, lest he throws an interception. Well,
now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Okay, so the announcer, they're going to go for it.
This decision here, confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal.
They're going to go for it. Fakes the handoff, but gets caught. Got him. We have spots for players, and okay. Well, they not only do they not score a touchdown, they don't even score a field goal.
No touchdowns as of yet on either side.
I mean, obviously, if you're Atticus and Patty, you have to be happy with the defense and how they handled it. Especially with Louis Levanguer as the anchor. And just like that, now they made it to the 36-yard line.
25 yards there.
There you see Matt LaFleur, the head coach of the Packers.
Pressure that was brought, they both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field.
Yeah, you control I mean, but then again, the Kansas City Chiefs did start in Dallas. They started as the Dallas Texans back in the old American Football League.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I mean, that's about as close to Dallas as you're going to get.
Operating from the gun.
Empress Alicia, great to see you.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good drink, though. Antlers, Shamrocks, or Celtic Tigers. Casey's moving to Ireland.
To throw on 2nd down.
And And an incompletion. Not sure what happened there. Maybe there was a blown assignment, or it was well covered, or a miscommunication. But now it's 3rd and 3. I mean, of course, the incompletion, the only good thing that came out of it was that it stops the clock.
In a sense, they're
Oh,
playing old
hang on a
school
moment.
defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
All right. Let's see. Alicia, all right. It's all good. I just do it out of habit, really, but all right. Well, when I say habit, I mean out of formality. But great to have you on the show, Alicia. All right, so a first down and a timeout. All right, cool. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 36. So it's all good, Alicia.
Could we get a touchdown in this
The Aviators.
It's 1st and 10.
That's not bad.
Operating from the gun.
And Atticus. Well, he tried to escape, but unfortunately he loses a yard.
Courtesy of Jack Campbell.
And of course he gets caught by, of all people, Jack Campbell. And of course Jack was a 3rd round pick, if I'm not mistaken, back in 2023. So I mean, just the fact that he was able to make a play, great job on Campbell. The vote is on my community page.
The sack cost him only a yard.
He was doing the hula. Oh, well, I'll do everything I can to, make it simple for, I always try to make it simple, simple enough that even if you've never played football or never watched it, religiously,
But in this situation, the defense was effective.
I try to make it easy to digest, if you will, in terms of like what to look for and things like that. All right, well, a timeout being used up. I believe that's the 3rd timeout they've used. So there's 10 seconds in the half. They're at the 27-yard line, so 27 yards away from the goal. And if you get to the goal with the ball, you score 6 points. Or you can go for a field goal, and that's worth 3.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
And, well, Patty, look at this. Patty definitely kicked some butt by kicking that ball into high school and sometimes college sports outside of wrestling, including the Olympics. Awesome.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points.
Yeah, first blood.
Let's end it with a kick, right?
I mean, with the way the way the defense on each team has done,
you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field
and finally
goal
getting a 3 points
for
on
the
the board. But yeah, field goal, you kick the ball, and if it goes between the uprights, that's 3 points.
6 seconds, all that remains of this first half.
But now
as it
Detroit
tickets
gets the ball
away.
back, but they only have 6 seconds left to go. Let's see if they can make it.
And a decent return
Well,
out to the
they'll have 2
27-yard
seconds
line.
and probably enough time to run one more play. Last football game you watched was the Dallas Cowboys against the old Redskins at AT&T Stadium. Yeah, I mean, that's a good play unless you want to... Oh, I think they're going to go for it. Or are they going to take the knee? No, they're going to take the knee. They'll take the knee, and at the end of the half, it is 3-0 Green Bay.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
I'm surprised you're calling
Okay,
yourself
Brandon,
that.
back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights, but that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Yeah, but he's the coach for a reason. I mean, you know, MCDC or Motor City Dan Campbell, he'll take risks when he absolutely needs to, but that was a risk even he wouldn't want to try. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe he... Oh, that's right, because you guys get the kickoff. Yeah.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Okay, not a bad return at the 29. That's really good. Well, Detroit is down by 3, so they would love to either tie, if not go ahead on a touchdown.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really
All
been
right,
able to get
so
anything going offensively. Virtually
so they're
nothing
starting
in
at the
ground attack
29-yard
either,
line
so certainly something has
of
to
their
change
own
here
29-yard line.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive
Yeah,
side
you
of the
definitely
ball
have to
told
be
them
smart
exactly
with,
that because
you know, calling
those guys,
plays.
to stop
As
troops,
in,
they've been playing pretty
and by
well.
a play,
They've
we
come
mean,
around in this
like,
game.
okay,
Now, we got
well,
some
what
time.
are you going to do to
Running
move
game
the ball?
struggled in the first half.
All right.
Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass.
So the sports that I was mostly into before wrestling came into your life was softball, swimming, gymnastics, figure skating, baseball, basketball. Well, I do have a baseball series, so there's that.
Beat that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask.
I forgot the name of the kicker for the Ravens, but yeah, he did score a 55 or 60-yard field goal.
And the natural inclination is to hold on.
So we had a flag, and now that's going to put Detroit on the 46. And that's another thing. Penalties, when a team commits a penalty, if it's the offense, what that does is it pushes them back. But if it's the defense, it pushes them forward. Oh! Intercepted! Intercepted! And touchdown, Green Bay. And yes, and Clinton has done some coaching in the past, though. Justin Tucker, yeah, Justin Tucker.
They get the pick six.
Oh yeah, and whenever whenever a defensive player catches a ball, then they have a chance to run it back the other way and score a touchdown, which they just did. That's worth 6 points. And after a touchdown, they have the option to either go for an extra point and kick it in just like a field goal, or go for 2 and score it like a touchdown. But you only get 1 play. So let's see what happens.
Going for 2, they'll kick the point after.
They will go for the extra point in this case. And it's good, so now it's 10-0. Okay, so middle school and high school. Cool.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, now Jose's going to have to dig deep because he can ill afford another turnover, let alone a pick 6. I have no idea. Wait, Giovanni, bro, he was not even in the. He wasn't even in the game at that time.
And now the kick is away.
That was away. Want to stop in long enough to say hi? All right. Well, not a problem, Alicia. I thank you for coming in.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Like I said, I do have a baseball series, so if you are interested in that, I'll find a spot for you and you can get in. But aside from that, though, I'll let you get going there, Alicia. Who's number 59? Wait, I can't quite see him. I mean, I saw him in the back, but I couldn't see his last name, though. Well, we'll have to see what happens, though. But now we're going to find out if the Lions have just that. The heart of a lion. A heart of a champion. Or Jose going to run it himself. Well, Jose, to his credit, just ran somebody down and got 7 yards out of that. Good run, though, by Jose.
He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That was Walker who got the tackle, but I didn't see who number 59 was. And they run it, but Green Bay not fooled.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays.
Lions. 59 of the Lions. 59 of the Packers is Campbell. Obviously, no relation to Dan Campbell, obviously. They're going to run it again, but did they get enough this time? They got enough. First down.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And Jahmyr Gibbs with another great run. 7 yards that time. Yeah, Gibbs and David Montgomery. Those are the guys you got to watch out for as far as the running backs for Detroit.
7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 3.
Hang on. Chat fix.
Blanco.
Blanco. Gonna throw it.
Deep for Laporta.
Oh, Laporta had it, but he dropped the ball. Oh, that was a good throw, but of course, obviously, Laporta wasn't the star player that he became later in the season, but still.
Unfortunately for him, the coverage now equally good.
So the incomplete pass.
It was I mean, obviously Jose's not the problem, although that was just a bad bounce when he did intercept it, but however, that one was a bad throw or a miscommunication at the least.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point.
Man, Detroit just can't get anything going.
So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Well, Fox punts it away. Well, they get him down at the 23. Well, if you're Detroit, you got to find a way to get the ball back, however you can. But Laporta had that, and he should have had it. He should have had it.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
Yeah,
ice a game,
yeah, exactly. Well, for the sake of the Detroit Lions, though. Thomas Smogmop, I can't even pronounce your name. Thomas, what's up? Smoganovic.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
Oh. All right, so it gets about 4 yards on that one by Dillon, or Powerhouse. All right, I'll just call you Powerhouse. What's up, Powerhouse?
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Back to throw.
All right, Atticus. What's he going to do? He's going to throw it. Did he catch it? He caught it. Wow, nice throw there by Atticus Black.
There at the 38. 11 yards for number 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really
Atticus.
Try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down
Atticus.
to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking to throw on
second
down.
Well, I mean, I had the... well, before I get to Atticus, though, what do you mean by we cool? Like, what was there not to be cool about? I mean, like, I didn't have anything against you.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there,
hold on.
First down, drive keeps moving.
Had to enforce rule number 2 there, Atticus. So that's why I had to do that. But no, we are cool. Like, out of character, we are cool. Oh, did he catch that? That's a great catch. Great throw though, but a great catch there by Watson.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now.
I mean, again, I know that's a very bad habit to try to break, but one habit that Atticus does not have to break, in fact, it's very much encouraged, is making throws like that and also having your wide receivers come up big like that. Much and also much to the chagrin of Jose, though. Yeah, very solid indeed.
Throwing on first down, Black, and able to break one.
And they get to the 13-yard line.
Down, but a nice little gain. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 7.
Yeah, they got some good, nice young receivers, though. It's just that it's all going to come down to Jordan Love. Like IRL, and that's the end of the third quarter. I can't talk. At the end of the third quarter, it is 10-0 Green Bay. But it's all good though.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here.
Anyway, once again we have Atticus. I'll tell you one thing. Say what you want about Atticus, but he knows how to lead a team. And there you see Cuevas, number 82.
Now 2nd and 3.
They're going to run it.
Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers,
the only stop you're making is at your local Wendy's after we send you home with this L, Jose.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Atticus. And touchdown, Green Bay. And who did they get it to? I can't see. I believe that was Cuevas who caught that. Wow. Wow, I'll tell you one thing, Brandon. I mean, Atticus and Brandon are just sticking it to you.
Look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we?
Yeah, that was Cuevas. Okay, he's number 82. So Cuevas as the he's the tight end. I forgot to mention that part. And extra point by Patty. So Patty Cakes, of course, still delivering the goods when it comes to kicking a ball. Yeah, we have seen 17-point comebacks before, but with 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I mean, it's not impossible, but with that much time left, we'll see what happens. I mean, first things first, Detroit's got to score a touchdown and quick. Then they got to get the ball back quick and score again.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to
well,
the 25.
They get to the 24-yard line, though.
Come on, now, let's do this.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And Jose with a completion. Albeit that was only good for 2 yards.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on second down.
All right, Jose. Oh, nice throw. Nice catch. Well, they get the completion, though.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first
onto
down.
Jones Jr.
These guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Blanco.
And Jose with another completion.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And, well, it turns out that I get my first catch. I'm also a tight end myself.
Work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And another completion.
Left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle.
And, of course, that goes to St. Brown, though.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well,
I mean, of course, the clock is still running.
Right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And Jose.
Flushed out right.
Well, Jose does make a run for it. All right, so that's 6 yards on that. But now 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting.
Still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw.
Oh, gets the ball off. However, a timely tackle, and the 2-minute warning goes up.
And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Another completion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the.
I mean, yeah, you got to score to even have a chance. I mean, that's just facts.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
Well, a bad throw, though, but it does stop the clock, though.
Far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Again, that's facts there, Jose. And Jose, he's going to go for the run, and He does get to the 5-yard line, so it's first and goal.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop it,
And then Jose's like, finally.
Continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Back to throw. Blanco.
Jose. Well, he tried to throw it, but he couldn't. He loses 2 yards, and that's now it's second and goal, a sack for Green Bay.
Not what they were hoping for on first and goal.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to
And then
win this
another
game, but he's probably
incompletion.
gonna suffer most is the loss.
Well, the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, it seems like that.
In this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
And most especially since time is money, you know.
Interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
And almost got picked off, but it's fourth and goal.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points
Didn't
here.
mean to.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And, well, they went for it on fourth down, and they don't get anything. They don't get anything. I mean, what else can be said? I mean, Green Bay, they were just the better team. They were the better team, and even when they got down to the field, they just could not do it. Well, Jose, I hope to see you again for draft night. I will go into more detail about that, and also reach out to the other general managers in terms of what position they'll play, and then of course set up the draft, just like we did with the NHL.
Now a fake on the jet sweep.
A fake on the jet sweep. Well, they get 2 yards, but again, it's not so much to get yards as much as it's just to run out the clock and put it into it.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
AI is weird with QBs. Yeah, it is like that. Well, anyway, 17-0, Green Bay wins.
All over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
And certainly not for the lack of trying on, Dan Campbell's part.
Did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough.
Okay.
So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defense.
So Green Bay has advanced to the conference, or the semifinals in this case.
You guys were nailed
So
out there.
the Packers will be going to the semifinals, and for the Lions, they will be going back into hibernation. But certainly not for the lack of trying. It's just they did not make the plays they needed to make to win, whereas Green Bay did. Simple as that. And it wasn't like they didn't have any opportunities, did the Lions, but
So that'll do
of course
it
that
for
pick
my
six
partner,
also didn't
Charles
help either.
Davis, And the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, you know what, Jose? At
The
least
Packers are winners here
at
as we
least you
say
have
so long from
3
Lambeau.
Stanley Cup rings to go with, but still, I understand. You wanted to win the big one. And you have won the big one, actually. You've won it as a member of Kansas City, I believe, twice, if I'm not mistaken. And again, this was under the Classic Series. Anyway, I'll go through the stats a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time, but clearly Atticus was the better man this night when it came to being a quarterback. I mean, he had 1 touchdown, whereas Jose had an interception. Yeah, you were on Kansas twice. Or actually, I think... Or... No, I think you were on Kansas once, at least. But I want to say twice, but if I'm wrong, please tell me. Okay, so I was wrong. All right, so you were on Kansas at least once, and you won the big one at that point. Okay, thank you for correcting me. Oh, that's okay. So I knew you had 2 championships, but it was with the Saints, of course. Yep, the Cup and the MLB or the World Series trophy. World Series. And of course, Jose also had that fumble. That also didn't help either. I mean, of course, Amon-Ra was exactly what you thought he was going to be. And then Brandon had 3 catches for 26 yards, but he had that touchdown reception. I only had 1 reception. And unfortunately, I had the unfortunate distinction of allowing a sack. So, of course, if anybody, I should be the one that gets sacked. Yeah, Devondre Campbell. He had 2 tackles for loss. And let's see, who else? Rashawn Gary, he had a sack himself. Jack Campbell had a sack. Eric Stokes had a sack. Keyshawn Nixon had that interception that led to 48 interception yards and that touchdown. So there you have it. And of course, Patty Chase had a field goal and 2 extra points. So that's 5 points for Patty Cakes. And, well, each punted the ball twice. So that's pretty good. Very, very good. All right. Well, that's the end of the Lions, and the Packers will be moving on to the next game. But let's see. Of the people that are still in the chat, I believe Azriel was in there. So Azriel, if you want your game, you can go for it, or you can save it. It's fine. We'll see what he says. Oh, primetime is okay. So primetime. All right. So primetime is in the building. And, of course, he is part of the Cleveland Browns, which is the same team that Azrael is on. Well, okay. All right, so the Browns, they were the lowest seed going into this, or the lowest seed remaining after the first round. And they will have the big task of going up against the Seattle Seahawks, or as Patty Cakes calls them, the Seattle Sea Chickens. So it's going to be the Browns at the Seahawks. So let's do it. Yeah, you're going up against the 12th man, though. Or getting a new in honoring the first 4 weeks. Well, Clinton, you just, hey, I would say go with your heart. Do what you have to do, man. Because I mean I can give you advice, but at the end of the day, you got to make that decision. And I don't know what else to say except. See, I knew it. I knew Patty was going to say that. I knew Patty was going to say it. I don't know if Azriel's still in the chat, but they're up next. All right, so well, Primetime's here, so I don't have to get him. He is here. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to contact Mr. Vince. Obviously, no relation to Vince McMahon. Oh, Azriel's here. Okay, cool. Then I'll let, but Azriel, I'll let your good friend, your best friend, not named Patty Chase, your first best friend, and that's your good friend Munchie. Yeah, that is true, but you forget that Azrael is the quarterback and not that Deshaun Watson guy. That much is true. Okay. I'm just letting Munchie know. Meat chicken or... I mean, I want to say it's chicken of the sea. That's really what it is. It's chicken of the sea. There we go. All right. And then for the others... Oh, yeah, for the Seahawks... too bad I don't have a way to contact Jordan Walker or Paul Ostovitz, a.k.a. The former Frostbite. But I'll let JT and Carol know. And then last but not least, let me get Autism Carol or Carol Parks, whatever you want to call her. Okay. And all right, we'll go with this time, and we'll make it clear. I always try to make the weather clear unless I want to do a gimmick season where the weather is bad. In fact, I'll do a poll in a moment, but first, good luck to the Browns and the Seahawks. And we're going to find out if the Seahawks will move on or if they're going to get turned into sea chickens by the Browns. Anyway.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, got him. So while Atticus and the Packers made it, we're going to find out if the Browns will join him.
It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Well, here they come.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto
So prime time, the weather isn't bad, but you are going to deal with the noise, especially with, you know, the fact that this is, well, whether you called it Quest Field or Lumen Field as it was known at this point. And, of course, I'll go over who is on which team in a moment for those just joining in. As the Seahawks have won the toss to receive, or actually I think Cleveland won the toss and they deferred so that they can get the ball in the second quarter or the second half. They'll bring it out. And they get it to the 25 on the dot. Not a bad run.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first
Now for
possession.
the Seahawks, well, first let's introduce the quarterback, Geno Smith.
Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted.
Now
out
the
of
Seattle
West Virginia.
Seahawks, they have
He was coming off a
at
back-to-back
linebacker they have
4,000-yard
Carroll
seasons
Parks,
for the
at
Mountaineers.
defensive
Hasn't seen as much
end,
game time in recent years,
JT
but at one
Price,
point, a capable
offensive
starter in the
tackle,
NFL.
Paul Ostevitz, aka the former Frostbite, and at center, Jordan Walker. So this was a team that needed some defense and some offensive line help,
They'll run with
and that's what they
Walker to
needed
begin the drive.
going into
That's
this.
to about the 28, second down
Well, they
coming
get
up.
3 yards on that run.
Give credit
Not
to the
bad.
defense for stringing that play
If we
out,
get into
and
meat
they
chickens
gave
and
up
sea
no
chickens, we
cutback
could have a
angle.
barbecue.
You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go.
Elmeister, hey, what's up, man?
3-yard gain.
Well, I don't know if I should say this, but would you like to know what happened? Because, well, I don't know if you know, but I think I shared your game the other time. No, wait, nice catch. All right. So, whoa, nice escape, though, by Noah Fant. I'm like, that was just poor tackling, but a great effort there by Noah Fant. Anyway,
This was a nice example of an offensive
so
coordinator scheming
you were
his
with the
guys
Jets,
open just a
but
little
unfortunately the
underneath
Jets
route.
got
Trying to
beat
free up some
by,
space,
of all
and it
teams,
worked awfully well.
the
Got
Cleveland
not just
Browns.
space, but plenty
Yes,
of
the
room to
Browns
run
beat the
after
Jets
the catch to pick
in
up really
round
nice
1.
yardage.
But I just figured I'd let you know that you were on the show. It's just now that your character and your team got eliminated, but oh well. But anyway, how's everything going there, Elmeister? And also, I do look forward to Mario Party Jamboree. Two-way tight ends are a lost art.
Nice
Are
rhythm
you
to
talking
the
about
first
tight
down.
ends
He
that
located
can
his
not
tight
just
end with a
catch,
nice easy pitch and catch.
but block?
Because
those are great tight ends to have. But I guess we'll have to find out what Clinton means by that. Yes, okay. Uh-oh, Geno! Wow, Geno just got swarmed. And just like that, they go backwards, and they go all the way back to the 49-yard line.
That's a heck of a moment for your first sack
And
of the
that
game,
is
because
a
if this
huge
run
play
ends
by
with a touchdown
Cleveland.
Because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And I didn't see who. Oh, that was Smith. When I played that position, I was 1. We needed an 8-man football game. Had to knock out some early runs. Oh, not a problem.
It's third and long.
Oh, God, and also if you guys want to check out Subway runs, you know, at the New York Subway,
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it.
Elmeister is the guy for you.
Fourth down.
As a defense, you're gonna bounce
Elmeister
when
is the
you're
guy
zone
for you
coverage
if you want to
because you're able
tour
keep your eyes
New
on
York
the
City.
quarterback and see the play develop
You watch
in
his
front of you.
videos.
They're able to
Very
keep the
cool.
quick pass in front of them and
Nice
stop
catch
it
there
right
by
at the line
Noah
of scrimmage.
Fant, though. I mean, nice catch, but unfortunately, thanks to that sack, they will have to kick the ball. They'll have to kick the ball away, though. Oh, of course. I look forward to that, though, Elmeister. And ball bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Well, you know what? If you're going to do Mario Party Jamboree or something akin to that, I'm open for it. You just have to let me know within, I want to say, at least 2 days. Obviously, if you let me know before that, or how do I put this? The earlier the better that you let me know, then the more I can say, all right, I'll put some time, I'll set some time for Elmeister and play on his channel. Because really, at the end of the day, I want to help other channels grow. Because, I mean, that's what my good friend Cole did for me. Matthew Cole, by the way. Oh, let me see. Elmeister says, you know, I'm working on getting a match with Steeler and a match with Dylan the Dude. Okay. Mind if I plug TJ? Oh, I do not mind. Go for it. And as that happens, second and 2 on the 28. And another completion by, of course, Azriel Black. Or actually, that is his first completion. What am I talking about? And, of course, this was to Amari Cooper. And, of course, there's still that bond that he had when he was the quarterback over in Dallas, as Amari Cooper was also in Dallas, too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. And, well, a miscommunication and a bad throw. Incomplete. Anyway, Dylan the Dude is one of the founders for Level Up for Charity. He's a lot like me, and he's a cool dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then Clinton says 2 episodes of OWF Crisis will be uploaded by Wednesday morning. Ooh. And, of course, Clinton has his own show, his own WWE 2K wrestling show, and it's called OWF. And the name of the show is called Crisis.
And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now they face a third and
Good to know.
After back-to-back incompletions.
Great to know, actually. 3rd and 10, and let's see if Atticus can, or not Atticus, rather his brother, Azriel. And not only does he do it, he gets a first down, and they get past midfield to Joku for 18 yards. You're going to Magfest? Wait, what's Magfest? And I know who you're talking about when it comes to the Green Toad. We're talking Toad the Gamer. Great drive, absolutely.
He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Oh, okay, so that's what it is. Yeah, I have heard of PAX. In fact, my good friend, well, her name is Brittany, but she goes under the name of Brodiger, which is a combination of her first name and her last name. But my good friend Brodiger went to PAX, and she was actually one of the enforcers, like part of security. And not just to, act as a guard, but also act as, check in and, things like that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first
Yeah, that's
down.
the thing. The Browns have the talent, but ownership and coaches do. Well, I don't want to even. Well, the coach, like nowadays, the coach is good. It's ownership. It's ownership that always messes it up. It's like. I always wonder, as far as the Browns' ownership is concerned, like, bro, what are we doing? Like, why are we paying this man way too much money? And anyway, nice run there by, Azriel Black, which is a whole lot more than I could say for Deshaun Watson. Oh, it's a music and gaming convention, and it happens at the Gaylord Hotel in Washington, D.C.
He doesn't just get some yards.
See, that's probably why I didn't know about it.
Come right back with another 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're now in the red zone. Barely, but they are in. And, of course, by going out of bounds, or, nope, never mind. That's going to be the end of the first quarter.
After 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Of course, IRL, Seattle did pretty well in their opening game, but there were moments where I thought that, Denver was going to probably upset them and get the win there. But no, they just didn't make enough plays to win, whereas the Seahawks did. But we'll find out how they'll do against a more accomplished team. Anyway, I said move them to Columbus and use Ohio Stadium. And then Elmeister said Sunday Night Football was great. Oh yeah, with the Rams and the Lions, yeah, definitely.
Just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards
I mean,
on that one.
bro, I
Second
got
and goal now.
I have a
Yards may
friend
start getting a little tougher to come by down
who has
near
a
the
friend
goal line.
who
That's good work
is,
defensively there on first down, holding
you know,
them to a
he
short
came
gain.
from Detroit, and of course he's a big
6-yard
Lions
line,
fan.
line of scrimmage on second and
I mean,
goal.
he was already a fan, like even when the team was sucking.
Looking to throw. Black. And
But-
it's caught. That time the completion
But I
goes
mean,
for 4
obviously
yards,
he
and we're
focuses
set up
on
with
his
a third
own
and
life,
goal.
but
Completion was
obviously
given
last
up, but
season
that's
he
what
had a
plays in
blast.
defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's
And
caught, and you don't
it's
give
not
up
to say
much
he
right
never had
after.
any happy moments in his life, but bro, he was, without question, he was the happiest that he ever was. That much I could say. Anyway.
The line of scrimmage
And then
is the
Elmeister
2
says,
here
I thought
on
the
third
Rams
and
would have had
goal.
at least one. Oh, you know what? That's probably because that's the playoff rule.
Touchdown.
But it's the regular season rule, which is
A 2-yard
first team to get a possession and score a touchdown will win the game right then and there. You're probably thinking of the overtime rules in the postseason.
Absolutely excellent.
But it would be nice,
execution
though,
by
if
all
they
involved,
made it
and the
universal in the
coordinator,
sense
gotta give him
of
credit, found the
it's
perfect
the
play
rule
call. Quarterback
in
let fly
and
as soon
out
as
of the
target came
playoffs.
free, and his guy
Yeah,
made a
so
nice
in other
catch.
words, the rules are just
how
like
you
they
draw
were,
up in practice and then
you
execute
know,
it in the
prior to
game.
2022.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown.
But yeah,
for
if
Cleveland.
that was the playoffs, then the Rams would have had at least one possession to tie it, because obviously, or go for the win if they go for a 2-pointer or something like that. They made that change after the 2021 playoffs going into 2022. And that was something that the owners had voted on, and of course it went into effect from the 2022 season onward. So that's how that happened, or when it happened, rather. Anyway, Cleveland scores on their drive, and they get 7 points. They lead the Seahawks 7-0.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Oh, I forgot to mention who's on the Browns. How stupid of me. Of course, you have the quarterback for the Browns, Azriel Black. You have an offensive tackle in Deidre Lewis, a.k.a. Munchie. You have a guy named Mr. Vince as the punter/kicker, and the running back is, of course, primetime Sean Spears.
Now it's Smith.
Well, so prior to, I want to say it was, okay, so from, all right, hang on a moment.
And no matter what the situation, the
hang on a
O-line
moment.
just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so
So
difficult for
between
them because
2010
just about every single
and 2021,
play, you decide to throw
the first
football,
team to possess
you
the
deal with some
ball
of the best
to
athletes
score
on the
a
planet.
touchdown
You talk about guys, if they weren't playing
won
football,
right then
they'd
and
be
there.
starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Whereas if they kick a field goal, of course the other team gets a shot.
After the sack, it's
But
second and
the team
19, and the road gets a
that
bit
gets the
tougher
first
from
possession
here.
that scores a touchdown first will win the game right there. So that was the rule from 2010 to 2021.
5 yards on the run there, still left
And then-
in a third and about 14.
And then in
in
2029 back, yeah, it was first, 2029 backwards. It was whoever scored, whichever team scored first, either touchdown or field goal, won the game, sudden death. And I would have thought that they would have kept it, but I mean I can understand why they changed it so that a team had to score a touchdown to seal the win, as opposed to like kick a field goal and win it like that. Unless of course they got an interception and then they score a field goal, just like the Bengals did in the 2022 or 2021 AFC Championship game. Oh, Firestar!
Now Sanders.
Oh, Sean Sanders, great move though by Sean, and of course Sean Sanders, number 35, gets it to the 46. But great to see
second drive coming up here for Cleveland as
the
they return to the field on
amazing
offense.
fire star.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Oh,
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
oh yeah, bro. If Tan Man, John, Iron, and the rest of the guys from the McGrums decide to do a reunion, yeah, they just have to let me know, and I'll do everything I can to schedule a time for them. Even if it's on the weekdays, I'm cool with that, but they got to let me know.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do.
All right, so
anyway.
2nd and 9, excuse me.
Second down run with Sanders.
Oh, nice move though by Sanders to power through one guy and get a couple more yards.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, but I mean, but of course we also understand that. For me, I'm I have a full-time job, and then for John and Tan Man and some of the other guys, they're going to college right now. But it would be nice to have a group back. Great throw there by Azriel Black.
Inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of
And they get it to Amari Cooper.
And a good quarterback.
I'll tell you one thing, Azriel, you're doing pretty well with getting it to Amari Cooper. I mean, he was your boy in Dallas.
Because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
They handed off to Sean Sanders, but actually no, that was Ford who ran it. But they only get 1 yard out of that.
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big.
It's only good for 1 yard.
This D has got to be priority 1.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Black.
Oh, well, he gets the ball off before he got sacked. Which, I mean, it could have been worse. All right, here we go.
He has percentage completion-wise.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But yeah, like I imagine once they're free, but before they get like a full-time job or anything like that.
So 3rd down, they need to get to
and they have some time. Yeah, it would be cool. 3rd and 9. They get the quick toss. Wow, what a catch!
It's Peoples-Jones with it.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, and this was before he got traded to the Lions. But what a throw, and better yet, what a catch. What a catch by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And, of course, Cleveland calls a timeout with a minute left to go. In the red zone, can they hit again? Azriel. No! Intercepted! Intercepted by Witherspoon. So the Seahawks get the ball back. And however, they get it back at the 6-yard line. So, yeah, they're going to have to drive a long way. But what an interception. I think it's over. What do you mean you think it's over?
Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
I should mention this is the 2nd quarter, not the 4th quarter. Yeah, great coverage though. Not much else I can add other than that was a great play by Witherspoon. It is from over what?
After the interception,
Gino? Well, he gets the ball away. I mean, had he stayed there for too long, he might have gotten sacked, and that would have been a safety. But instead, they get a completion, and they'll use a timeout of their own. Another pass to Fant. Fant has already got 4 receptions for 48 yards. Pretty cool. I mean, granted, each quarter is 5 minutes, so it's not like a long game. I didn't want the games to be so long that, you know... Oh, far from over. Yeah, it is far from over.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Anyway, Donkey Kong Metcalf with a catch of his own.
It's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, let me fix my chair here. Another completion, and whoa, nice run though by Fant. Fant is a house. Yeah, they got to go down the field though, but they got one timeout to use.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here.
All right, well now they got to get going. They got to make another play.
From the gun, here's Smith.
Smith. He throws it, but had to throw it away. 2nd and 10. But now the clock stops, though.
A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
And another incompletion.
Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. He's got his tight end.
Well, they got it, and they do use the timeout. Let's see what they're going to do.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Now, they're at the 30, so they could go for a field goal considering they only have enough time for 1 play. Or they could try to go for a touchdown here, so we'll see what they do.
So with 2
they're going to go for a field goal.
On is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
47-yard attempt. And he kicks it. And it is good. And that's going to make it 7-3.
So we come upon
Cleveland.
And it's the visiting Browns.
Yeah, you got to take the points, and they do.
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
All right, so I had to rest my voice a little bit. And Cleveland will start with the ball to start the second half. And, of course, there you see Primetime. Hopefully we can get a word from Primetime to see how he feels. And he'll take it. Let's see where he ends up. Well, anyway, nice assisted tackling to take down Sean Sanders. I mean, he is a force, by the way.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off.
A playmaker in every sense of the word.
Game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
All right, so 7-3 is the score, and 1st and 10 for Cleveland at the 23. There you see JT Price, number 96. That's a guy that they're going to have to watch out for is Cleveland. But with Munchie, I think Munchie's going to be able to neutralize him. Although Ford ran right into him, they only get 2 yards, unfortunately, for Cleveland.
Kept their shoulders square and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that was Reed with the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Black. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is.
It is a good game.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just
But
brought
I
up.
would
So
direct
maybe
you to rule number 2, though.
Zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
But it is true. It is a great game. It is a great game.
It doesn't matter. You just
All right.
exchange someone to bring
Azriel
more
Black.
towards the quarterback
Well,
instead of
he
trying to
tried to
come
throw it,
downfield.
but the throw got deflected and it goes out of bounds. 2nd and 10
Smart play there. He's probably
at the
saying,
38,
"I wish I
or
would've done
rather
that on the last
Cleveland's
drive
own
instead of
38.
throwing the interception."
Thanks for joining us here on
excuse me.
Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, cool. Oh,
Draw play to Ford.
a draw play, and they only
And he'll muscle
how many?
his way up to the
Well, they got 5 yard, or
43
they got to the
pickup
5.
around 5.
I can't even talk. They got to the 43, and now it's 3rd and 5.
It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a
I
manageable third
I would
down
like to think
because
so.
they had incompletion on first down, so they were
Left to
behind
get.
the
You had to go
sticks,
leave
so
to
to
get
speak,
Doggo.
and
Oh,
they
yeah,
did
Clinton.
what
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, I love Doggo. Doggo's awesome.
From
Thank
the
you.
gun on 3rd down. Black.
And wow, what a play to Sean Sanders!
And that'll wind up moving
Wow,
the chains
Sean!
again as a tackle
Bro!
will be made at the Seahawks 36.
I don't know if you're still in the chat, Mr. Primetime Sean Sanders, but
A great job there, and that old
that
cliche,
was a
taking
great
the
reception.
defensive shift comes right into play. Nothing too
I mean,
out
the
of
man
ordinary
is a
about the
running
throw.
back, but
Just a little dump ball over the middle. But what it is out
but the
of
fact that
ordinary is
he
what he
he's
did with it
opening up
after the
with
catch. Not
the
only
fact
did
that he
grab
can
the
receive
ball,
too.
but how about the significant yardage
Oh
he did?
man, that's huge.
Pulled it in.
So from Seahawk territory,
Because I knew he could run, and I knew he could block, but he can catch. Another completion by a guy, of course, we know who can do that. Another completion by Azriel Black, and that was to Moore. Great catch there by Moore.
Receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice
Are
job there holding on to
important.
the football and
Oh, I
protecting
think you meant to say
himself as best
that
he could
are
while
much
completing the play.
are I think are you saying that they're not important anymore, or that they are still important? Because they are still important. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is one of those guys. A-Chain from Miami, especially in 2023. Man, he was a force on the Dolphins for much of that year.
Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last
I mean, of course, the standard. It all goes back to Marshall Faulk.
Back to throw. Black. Now a quick throw.
Oh, okay. So I had a feeling it was the phone or something. Anyway, 3rd and inches for Cleveland at their own 15. They are in the red zone again, but let's see if they can cash in. I mean, they cashed in on a touchdown, but then on the second drive they got intercepted. Oh yeah, he definitely changed the game.
He's got his tight end.
I mean, basically he was Superman. Like, he was Superman for the greatest show on turf for the then St. Louis Rams.
You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And that's not to discredit anything that he did with Indianapolis when he was with them. originally. But that Marshall Faulk trade, that was one of those few trades that was a win-win because it helped the Rams win a Super Bowl in the immediate future. Whereas for the Colts, it won them a Super Bowl a little bit later in 2006. But of course that trade also helped the team go from worst in the league to one of the best teams throughout the 2000s, especially with Manning at the helm. And another touchdown, this time to Amari Cooper. And the Browns increase the lead, much to the delight of Patty Chase, who's watching in the crowd. I don't know if Patty Chase has anything to say about it, but she's probably happy. If for no other reason that she's happy for her man, Azriel Black.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right along the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
All right, so Seattle will start at the 22. Had to rest my voice a little bit.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks,
but now the Seahawks are going to have to get out of this deficit that they're in.
They make their second half debut
as Cleveland increased their lead to 11. So really, if you're the Seahawks, you got to get a touchdown somehow. It's a two-score game, but the best thing they can do is get a touchdown and get it as quick as they can possibly get it. Get a stop on defense, and then score again.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Oh, nice run there by Walker.
Up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And Walker, nope, they didn't get the first down, but they are at a 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation,
there we go.
They've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Oh, Walker gets by one guy, but however, Cleveland not fooled. Not fooled. In fact, Cleveland was expecting a run, and they guessed right. That's the end of the 3rd quarter, and at the end of 3, it is 14-3 Cleveland.
NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they're going to go for it, and by all accounts, they probably should.
And he'll be taken down, but
they got it. I can't believe it. They made the 4th down conversion. Well, now they have to continue.
correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Yeah, they need to score, and they need to score as quickly as they as quickly and as fast as they possibly can. I can't talk. Oh no! Wait! Fumble! Oh well, they fumbled it. However, it was recovered by the offense, and it's a first down. And of course, the man who recovered it, Paul Osovitz, aka Frostbite.
I think of here's opportunity because it could have been lost there.
Oh.
Their chance to score points.
Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Spike Ryan, you actually want to be a GM? If you do, I'm cool with it. But I just want to make sure that that's the case.
2 first downs have them up near
But yeah, you want to be a GM, my good friend? And then I'll let you know if that's the case. I'll let you know what your options are.
Across the 50 into Browns territory.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let me put your name down first. So,
That's a strong pickup right there on
under the
first
Spike
down. As
Ryan
this drive
name.
goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
Okay, Spike
imposing its
Ryan.
will.
Okay. So, I guess the better way to do this is to let you know what teams have already been picked, and then go from there. So, teams that have already been picked include the Jaguars, the Giants, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Packers, the Falcons, the former Redskins or Commanders, the Cowboys, and the Panthers are all teams that have been picked. So everybody else is still available.
To me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and
All
making
right.
most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the 29, but they cannot waste any more time. They got to get through this. 3 minutes and counting.
On first down, Smith.
Geno Smith. And, well, that's an incompletion, but it could have been worse. It could have been picked off as far as Seattle is concerned. Let's see. Oh, the Saints. Yeah, wait. Let me make sure. Yeah, the Saints are available. So the Saints, is that your final option or your final answer? I should say. I can't talk. I keep forgetting I'm not Regis. Geno with a completion. They get another first down, but they got to keep going. Okay, cool. All right, so New Orleans Saints. I mean, I'm getting a lot of GMs here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play.
All right. So let me count how many I have right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Now, if I have an even number of owners, great. But if not, if there's an odd number, then I'll have to step in myself, which is something that I did do in the NHL edition of Who Wants to Be a GM. So it's all good, though. It's all good. Second and 3, or second and 13, excuse me.
They'll come up now. This is
17-yard line. They get it off.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
A nice screen. However, that's going to send us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Smith.
And intercepted!
And that should do it.
And this could be, I believe, touchdown, Cleveland.
Into the end zone, and the Browns defense
And I can't see the guy's name.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side. All
Ball
4
game.
quarters. And Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick,
See,
everything they've done, they continually build.
Oh, I believe that's Newsome.
How about him culminating?
Newsome the second or third, I forget. But of course, the coach not very happy with Gino. But really, if anybody, I mean, really, if the coach should be mad at anybody, it really should be at Greg Newsome, because he could have just as easily not made the play, but no, he did. Oh, I'm sorry, Ozzie Newsome the second, my bad. But he got the job done. Yeah, better luck next time for the Seahawks, or as Clinton calls them, the Sea Chickens. You wish you could use the 3-3-5? Oh, you mean 3 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and a nickel set, or something like 4 linemen, 2 linebackers, and a nickel set as well. I mean, yeah, you can use those, but that would be part of a play and not part of a set defense.
This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Although it would be nice if they added that as an option, but that's part of the plays that go with certain playbooks. But they do use those. Those are good plays to have. But I wish that you could use them as a set. I will say that.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
Anyway, nice catch there by Noah Fant. I mean, all that, you know, right now, all that Seattle can play for right now is just their own pride. Can they get a touchdown?
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it across
hang on a moment.
and inside the 45.
Oh, so 3-3-5 is your base defense?
That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, you use 3 linemen, 3 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs, which is... Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, because you have to have one player that's either a cornerback, a safety, or a linebacker as your nickel back.
Open man, there's Bobo.
And no, we're not talking about the band. Anyway, nice catch there by Bobo. He goes out of bounds. That only just stops the clock, but that's what they call a nickelback, correct? And if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong there, Clinton. You know, given that you have a much better football knowledge than I do. Like me, I just have a base knowledge, but Clinton definitely has a more advanced one. Well, he throws it away, does Gino.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Again, Smith.
And nice tackle, and the receiver couldn't hold on to the ball, so it's an incompletion.
Hang on, it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
You call it the bullet position,
Throwing on third down,
but most call the extra back a nickel.
able to find the open man.
Yeah, that's right, because if they have because if you have a second one, you would call it a dime back. But really, like dime backs, like when they go into dime formations, that's usually when you're trying to protect a Hail Mary. You know, that's usually for like defending the Hail Mary. Usually. Or you're defending so that if a team that needs to make a 3rd and long
this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You're protecting against that.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another
From a team converting a third and long. Those are the reasons you would use a dime back. But why is it? I can't even talk. So, Clinton, why do you call it a bullet position? Like, what makes it a bullet? I'm kind of curious. Well,
sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sione Takitaki.
So Sione Takitaki
got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Is going to get some teriyaki to go with the grilled sea chickens that Patty is making on the barbecue. Although that time they do get, finally the Seahawks do score, but they score a touchdown, but they scored it with 1 second left in the game. That tells you something. That tells you that Cleveland didn't allow a touchdown until 1 second left. So the fact, so that tells you how good their defense was. But a classic case of too little, too late. But of course, Seattle was playing for their pride, so they got their pride. But they certainly do not get this game. They don't get the W. In fact, they get the L for that. But yeah, I am curious as to why it was called a bullet position. It is cool though. I like the name. I might have to do a part 2 of the second round because the games do take a while though. Anyway, because it's usually a big person that is highly athletic. Someone. Oh yeah, I do remember Sean Taylor. Yes, I do remember him. The Buckeyes defense in the 90s was called the Silver Bullets. Oh, hey, see, I like that. Hey, Jamar, how you doing, man?
After the touchdown, here's Myers.
By the way, Jamar, you were featured in the first game. Although Asriel was saying that they were being charitable. Well, they'll take the knee, but they're gonna take another knee. I mean, they only have 1 second left. I'm like, really, what are they gonna do? And while 10 points may be a lot in a 5 minutes per quarter game, the fact that it was only allowed towards the end says a lot. So that's awesome. Well, anyway, congratulations to Cleveland as they win 21-10. Oh, not a problem, Jamar. Bullet has to do it all. They called it the Silver Bullets because you have to do run defense, blitz, zone coverage, man coverage.
To being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back. So they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home.
So, yeah, and there you see Ozzie Newsome the second with that interception, and he got the job done. So, while each team had a takeaway, and while the Seahawks had the passing yards and the rushing yards and the yards per average, they just couldn't translate it into scoring. And I have a feeling if they did, they would have been able to. They would have been able to. Make this a much closer game, but unfortunately self-inflicted turnovers. But also, actually, I don't even want to give too much credit to the Seahawks hurting themselves as much as I want to give credit to Cleveland taking advantage of them. But without question, Asriel Black was definitely the better quarterback. Without question. Even though he doesn't have the passing yards, he's got the completion percentage. And even though he and Geno have an interception apiece, he's got 2 touchdowns. Enough said. All right. And then, of course, Sean Sanders had 18 yards on 5 carries, so not bad. Kenneth Walker had that touchdown, but that was really late in the game. And then, of course, Noah Fant had the best game out of anybody with the highest yards per reception, but it was David Njoku and Amari Cooper that each got a touchdown for their trouble, which they did very well. And Sean Sanders had 21 yards on 1 reception, which is his best. Which was his best. And then, of course, Wyatt Teller got a pancake block. That's a positive stat for linemen. Well, offensive linemen. But a negative stat is allowing a sack, and Charles Cross and Frostbite just didn't get the job done, and that kind of gives you a reason as to why that's just part of the reason why the Seahawks didn't get the job done. Defensively, on the other hand, oh yeah, let me sort this here. There we go. So, of course, you have all reliable Bobby Wagner with 9 tackles total. And then, of course, you have 2 guys tied for the most tackles for loss, including Taki, and he also had a sack. In fact, 3 guys had a sack for Cleveland. Him, Zadarius Smith, and of course, your boy, Myles Garrett. Witherspoon had an interception, but Greg Newsome had that interception that resulted in a touchdown, and that sealed the deal. And then, of course, your good friend, Mr. Vince, no relation to Vince McMahon, obviously, had 3 extra points, so he gets 3 points for the team. And in fact, Mr. Vince didn't even have to punt. And as Clinton has always said, and I'm going to say it, Clinton, and that is when your punter doesn't have to punt, that's the best feeling, because you weren't asked to do anything. Because anytime you have to punt, it's like, okay, I got to help my defense out. But when I don't have to, that's a great feeling. 2 punts for Michael Dixon, though, or Dixon, excuse me. Sean Sanders only had 1 kick return and 1 punt return, but aside from that, though, not bad. Yeah, you never want to see the punter if it's your team. You certainly do if it's the other team, but not your punter. But I mean, if there was one punter I wanted to see, especially in the mid-70s to early 80s, that guy was Ray Guy. He became the first punter, the first pure punter selected in the first round. And Al Davis said that, and of course Al Davis was known for making the more absurd picks, but looking back on it, the Raiders did have a great team, and even though it wasn't the best defense, like, Davis needed a guy, Ray Guy, but he needed a guy who could punt and make opposing offenses have to go, 80 yards as opposed to like 60 yards on their possession. So, as you said, Clinton, a punter is an extension of the defense. So, but yeah, if there was any one punter I wanted to see, it was either him or, for today's viewers, Pat McAfee back when he was playing. But that's just me, though. But that's going to do it for today's show. I will be doing something special on Friday. And obviously, I still have yet to do something for the 2,000 subscriber special. Yeah, that's right. He was so good that the college punter award was called the Ray Guy Award. Absolutely. Well, congratulations to Patty and Atticus. Congratulations to Azriel, as well as Primetime on winning their game. So the House of Black gets to move on to the second round. And of course, we'll find out who the other teams are before we set up who is going to face who in the semifinals. Also, hey, what's up, AJ? How you doing, man? By the way, you were featured in the first game of our doubleheader, but it's great to see you, AJ. But you know what? I guess I may as well mention this while you're here, AJ, because I will say this though: Friday night, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a late night stream, and of course and I say that because, well, you know, Friday night, I don't have to worry about getting up in the morning to go to work. So I'll do something fun on Friday night. I'm leaning towards playing Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or even Mario Party, even if it's Superstars or even if it's, well, whatever game the masses want to play. That's what I want to play. So I'm gonna switch it up as much as I can on the Nintendo Switch. So that's something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to it, of course. Well, that is after I come back home from dinner and whatnot. And then, of course, I already released the card for Blue Toad Wrestling. But aside from that, though, I look forward to that. And this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22 signing off. And next on the next set of weekday, or next week I should say, I will do part 2 of round 2 and go from there. But until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22 signing off. And I want to say thank you so much for watching. It is an honor to do this. It's always an honor to be able to do the show, because at the end of the day, I would not have reached the goal that I reached without you guys. And I cannot thank you guys enough. I really can't. So I definitely look forward to tomorrow as well as on Saturday. If any plans change, I will let you guys know. But until then, have a wonderful night. Do stay safe. And God bless. Take good care. And I'll see you then. Peace.